Python if-else statement. So this is lesson 12. So Python conditions and if statements. Python supports the usual logical conditions from mathematics. So we have the equal. So we use a double equal symbol, not equals. So we use exclamation equal, and then less than or equal. So less than or equal, greater than. So we use this symbol, greater than or equal. So greater than or equal. These conditions can be used in several ways, most commonly in if statements and loops. An if statement is written by using the if keyword. So example, if statement, so A equals 33 and B equals 200. So if B is greater than A colon, so that's the syntax of the if statement, then print B is greater than A. So since in this case B is greater than A, so it will print this output here. That's why the output of this program is B is greater than A. Okay, so in this example, we use two variables A and B, which are used as part of the if statement to test whether B is greater than A. That's why we have this one. As A is 33 and B is 200, we know that 200 is greater than 33, and so we print this to screen that B is greater than A. So that's the output. Indentation. Python relies on indentation, so white space at the beginning of a line. So just like in this case, so you notice we have here an indentation. We have a white space at the beginning of a line to define the scope in the code. Other programming languages often use the curly brackets for this purpose. So if we use this statement, so if statement without indentation, it will actually raise an error. So this is the same program as we have previously, but we did not indent the print statement. So you will get here an error. That's why indentation error is expected an indented block. So we have elif. The elif keyword is Python's way of saying if the previous conditions were not true, then try this condition. So in other languages, it's the else if in other languages. So we have here A equals 33 and B equals 33. If B is greater than A, so in this case, that's false. So we're not going to do this. So we're going to try the next condition. If A equals B, then print A and B are equal. So this is the else if statement or elif statement. So what will be printed here, since this one is false and this one is true, will be this statement will be executed. So that's why the output will be A and B are equal. So again, in this example, A is equal to B. So the first condition is not true, but the elif condition is true. So this one is true. So we print the screen that A and B are equal. Else. The else keyword catches anything that which isn't caught by the preceding conditions. So in this example here, A equals 200, B equals 33. So if B is greater than A, that is false. So this will not be executed. If A is equal to B, again that is false. So this will not be executed. So else, so that's the last one. So if both are false, then this will catch the preceding anything says here not caught by the preceding condition. So this will be printed. Print A is greater than B. So in this example, A is greater than B. So the first condition is not true. Also the elif condition is not true. So we go to the else condition and print to screen that A is greater than B. Else. You can also have an else without the elif. So A equals 200, B equals 33. If B is greater than A, print B is greater than A, else print B is not greater than A. So in this case, B is not greater than A, so this is false. So it will proceed here and it will print B is not greater than A. So we don't have an elif here. shorthand if. So we can have a shorthand if. If you have only one statement to execute, you can put it on the same line as the if statement. So one line if statement. So let's say, for example, a equals 200, b equals 33. If a greater than b colon, and then print a is greater than b. So in a single line. Shorthand if else. So a equals b, b equals 330. Print a if a is greater than b, else print b. So it says here that if a is greater than b, we print a. Otherwise, we print b. So this is a shorthand if else statement. So in this case, is a greater than b? No. So it will print b. That's why b here is printed. So this technique is also known as ternary operators or conditional expressions. You can also have multiple else statements on the same line. So one line if else statement with three conditions. Print a if a is greater than b, else print equal if a is equal to b, else print b. So here they are equal, so it will print this one. Okay, if for example a is greater than b, then it will print a. But if b is greater than b, it will print b. But since here they are equal, it will print equal. And the AND keyword is logical operator and is used to combine conditional statements. Test if a is greater than b and if c is greater than a. So we have here a equals 200, b equals 33, c equals 500. If a is greater than b and c is greater than a, so we print both conditions are true. So let's try to evaluate. A is greater than b, yes. C is greater than a, yes. So both are true. So using AND will produce a true result. Or. The OR keyword is logical operator and is used to combine conditional statements. So test if A is greater than B or A is greater than C. So as long as one condition is true, the result will be true. So we have here A equals 200, B equals 33, C equals 500. If A is greater than B, that's already true, and A is greater than C, this one is false. But since this one is true, then the whole condition becomes true, will be evaluated as true. So since this is true, it will print this statement. So at least one of the conditions is true. So that will be the output of this program. Nested if. You can have if statements inside if statements. This is called nested if statements. So let's say x is equal to 41. If x is greater than 10, we print above 10. Then we have another if statement. So that's why we call it nested if. So if x is greater than 20, print and also above 20. So you notice if here, then we have another indentation here. So this one is actually part of this block, and this is part of this block. So be careful of your indentation. So and also above 20, else print but not above 20 here. So in this case, 40 it will print above 10 and also above 20. That's why that's the output. The pass statement. If statements cannot be empty, but if you for some reason have an if statement with no content, put in the pass statement to avoid getting an error. So in this case, A equals 33, B equals 200. If A is greater than B, pass. So it will not do anything, but it will not raise an error. So I told there are no outputs here if you print, because we don't have any print statements. And that ends our lecture for the if else statement. Thank you very much for viewing this video.